Good morning, I'm Ken. It's good to meet you all. This is SV Hummingbird 2.
Many of you have been asking where these videos are, so I've been so busy trying to get things done on the boat and fighting the weather really a little bit so that I could get the outside work finished. But I haven't taken time to do a video lately, so I thought I'd better put some pictures together and show you what's been happening. And even with that, there's still a lot of things that you just can't see because they've been done and put back together. So the water tanks are in the salon. They're hooked up to a manifold that I built underneath of the peninsula, and the black water tank got installed since the last video, which entailed taking the stateroom bed apart, lifting up the floor, installing the tank and all the associated things. So there's been quite a lot of work that really you can't see now, but pretty important work. There's pretty encouraging to have systems actually in place, nearly ready to function. So we're getting really close to having a lot of things workable. Right now I have a 12-volt little lawnmower battery in just for testing DC circuits. So in some of the video you'll see that the lights are flashing, and that's because it's hooked up to a charger, and it's just an old weak battery, but it does let me test circuits on the DC side. So I hope you can put up with that. And anyway, I hope that you enjoy the video. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and share it with your friends. It is a nice way to be able to show the progress of this project, and certainly as we get closer, many people are getting more excited to see what it's going to do when it's in the water. So hopefully this fall or next spring we'll see what that looks like. Anyway, have a great day. I hope you enjoy the video.
A lot has taken place since the last video. I've been really busy dodging rainstorms to get this welding done, but the cap railing is on the bulwarks. The bow pulpit is in place, as well as all the railing to go with it. The bow pulpit is epitong with 2 coats of epoxy, as well as epoxied together, through bolted and epoxy coat filled the voids around the through bolts. Even got the gate completed with the railing on the cap. Finally was able to cut down the corners of the deck box and bolt it to the bulwarks, as well as to the after deck of the upper deck. And wouldn't you know it, one of those corners became the step down onto the back deck. Here we are going down the stairs, and oh look, there's a new countertop next to the cabinet at the bottom of the stairs. All epoxy coated and installed as of this morning. Here we are. It's acacia butcher block. Came out quite well, I think. It'll give us a good amount of place to unload groceries from and possibly have one of our ovens on. At any rate, it increased our capacity quite a lot. Good morning. So today we're going to work on some of the trim that's in the stateroom. Yesterday I spent most of the day milling trim, so that's one thing about this kind of project. You can't go to the store and buy the trim in the species of wood that you want. You usually have to make it. So all the corner trim, the window sills, the C-rail, everything, all has to be made and then fit. So even covers for conduit such as this require quite a bit of work to get them to fit just the way that you want them to. So this is the raw window after all the laminate is installed all around it, even in the sides. And what we're headed for with this trim that's balanced here is this look. Now this I'll have all the finish on the trim before all of this is installed permanently. That's why it's just taped in place at the moment. So I'll get a sealer coat on it and get several coats of varnish, and then it'll be ready to be firmly and permanently installed. So you may recall from earlier videos that this is the bottom side of the pilot house floor where you'll come in, and now it's all upholstered, padded and upholstered, so anyone taller than me, if they bump their head, it won't hurt. Here in the head, we just about have all the parts to install the sink. It will lift up. The faucet's actually sitting on the wrong bit of counter. There's another counter that goes beside it where the faucet will go so that the sink can fold up so that you can act up quite yet, but we're getting close. Waiting for one more part. Also been working on a little electrical, so you can see I have some under cabinet lights under the peninsula in the galley. I hope you can see that the under countertop lights are on, and they shine right through the epoxy. So the river, part of the river look is there, and one of the wonderful things is when you get close, oh yeah, there's even seaweed under there. Look at that. All in that river. Yep. You can see the bottom of the river. In places you can even see the current flowing. And then around the edges we've turned to deep Caribbean blue.